Well guys, I think we figured out the problem, and it doesn't look good. Well guys, the last couple days has been quite a tiresome adventure. I'm in my garage. I apologize if there's road noise going on in the background because my garage door is open, so cars are going to be driving by. So I'm going to try and keep the mic face this way, away from that. But today is Monday, February 1st, maybe? I think so. And today would have been my first day at King of the Hammers. But obviously you can tell I'm at home in the garage and I'm not at King of the Hammers. So basically what happened is, made it from Washington to Portland, and my truck started making a loud noise. Just like instantly just started making a loud noise and shut off in the middle of the freeway. This was one of the worst places to get stuck on I-5. There was no shoulder, like my truck mirror was sticking out into the freeway, and it was dark and it was not fun. I had no idea what was going on, but I had no power. My truck shut off completely. The motor seemed like it locked up. So basically, as driving, it just started making a loud noise. It sounded like it threw a rod through the block. It sounded that bad. It was really, had no idea what was going on, but it was pretty bad. And so I radioed Nate, and he was ahead of me in the motorhome, and told him basically I was trying to pull over the side of the road as the motor was shutting off, getting off the road, radioing him, telling him to stop. I went to key it up one time, and basically everything in the whole truck shut off. It sparked at the battery. I called around and I was able to get a tow truck to come out and get my truck and my trailer off the side of the freeway into a safe location, into a parking lot where Nate can meet me and we can try and figure out what's going on. And basically the motor would not turn over at all. It was seized up. So I was pretty much thinking that the motor was done for. I don't know, just seized the bearings or something. I'm not exactly sure, but just decided that we needed to get this thing back home and try and figure it out. It was definitely not going to get fixed there in that parking lot. And so I called my friend Dan, who has a service truck and a big trailer, and I called Robbie, and he has a truck, the half-ton tow rig, and I was able to convince them to come down to Oregon. Dan towed Robbie's truck on the trailer, drove down to Portland. We put my truck on the trailer, and Robbie towed my Jeep on my trailer back here to my house. So I'm really thankful to have really good friends that are able to do that for me. A lot of people are not that lucky. So shout out to Dan and Robbie for helping me out. I really appreciate that. All you Ford guys are gonna love this photo right here. So this is a Ford diesel towing a Chevy, coming to save a Dodge. So do what you want with that, but that would probably be a good meme if I got a better picture of it. So we pulled the inspection cover for the transmission, and a ton of metal shavings came out and these chunks. So we figured out this is the flex plate, the flywheel. The flex plate was absolutely destroyed. It is shredded at the crank all the way around. There's chunks of it everywhere. What I'm assuming happened is the flex plate is so mangled up, it got twisted and is binding between the torque converter and the motor, causing it to stop and seize up in there. So my goal today in this video is I'm going to pull the transmission out. You can see I got my little setup. It is pouring down rain in here right now. So I got my pop-up canopy around my truck, so hopefully I don't get as wet under here. And I'm gonna pull the transmission. I need to see if the motor is locked up. So I'm gonna pull the transmission. It's two-wheel drive, so it's not gonna be that hard. But I am just really dreading doing it. I've installed and removed like 4 transmissions in the last 3 weeks in the Jeep, getting it ready for King of the Hammers. I pulled the manual out, put the automatic in, didn't work, wanted to go to King of the Hammers, pulled the automatic out, put the manual back in, and I just got that done like 4 days ago. I got the manual back in, everything working and loaded up for King of the Hammers, and now I got to pull the transmission in this guy right here. So you can tell I'm very, very, very excited. I'm all bundled up. Got a couple extra layers underneath. Once I determine that the motor's not locked up and the motor's not junk, I'm going to order the flywheel, order some parts. I'm going to get a new fuse block and do the fusible link delete because the wiring on that is all dead. The truck is dead right now. It has no ignition and who knows what else. It burnt up when I turned that key on and it sparked and stuff went everywhere. For right now, let's pull this transmission out. As you can see, the flex plate is totally disintegrated, destroyed. This is a fully rebuilt transmission. Torque converter's new, everything inside is new. It's all upgraded internals and everything. So I think I might take it back to where transmission place I had it built, Puyallup transmission, and have them go through it, make sure that nothing else is broken, because I just don't want to have any issues with this instead of myself taking it apart and looking at it. I don't really want to spend the money to do it, but I think that's the right call as far as getting it fixed properly. So let's go take a look underneath the truck, which is even worse. There's the rest of the flywheel. There's chunks of it right there. Everything all the way around there. It's just really bad in here. The transmission is now dropped off at Puyallup Transmission. I'm having them inspect the pump and the transmission, give it a refresh because it's been about 2.5 years since I rebuilt it, adjust the bands, and throw a new filter on it. Just go over it real quick while they have it there and have it out. Hopefully I should have that back in about 2 days. While that's going on, I went ahead and got my starter tested, and it tested. It's good to go, no problems with it. So while that's going on, I also need to do my fusible link delete in the truck because all of the wiring, I'm sure at least 1 or 2 of the fusible links blew during that event, which I thought the starter might be bad because of the spark and the way it burnt everything up. I just want to make sure the starter was good before I put it back in. So this is a power distribution block from a 1994 Ford Explorer. So it's going to have all of the large fuses that I need, all of the wiring. I got plenty of wiring here. I left myself so I can splice everything in. And this is going to be kind of like a cheap factory style way of doing it. I also have a 175 amp mega fuse coming from Amazon that I'm going to run the alternator off of. So everything is going to run through this except for the one alternator, 175 amp mega fuse. So this is what I'm going to be working on the next couple days while I'm waiting for the transmission to come back, and also the transmission for the TJ. I did get a chance to talk to the transmission guy when I was dropping it off. I ran a few things by him, and it seems like I probably have a valve body issue, which that guy is right there. So I still got a lot of stuff to do, plenty of stuff to keep me busy on my week off that I was supposed to be enjoying at King of the Hammers. So that's going to be it for this kind of more vlog style video. I just wanted to give you guys a heads up basically why I'm not at King of the Hammers this week. So if you like the videos we're doing here, give me a thumbs up, give me a like. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, really helps us out. And until next time, we'll see you on the trail.